Scattered showers, most of them pretty light and favoring some of the southern and the eastern communities. So down into the Orange County area and then down into some areas of San Diego County too. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD. Not a whole lot happening. You see the last of overnight tonight. Temperatures are going to drop, so it is going to get a little colder. We do have a freeze watch that's in place for Oakview and for Ojai. So we're going to see some temperatures get below freezing. I know it's already been so cold out there in the morning hours. That is going to drop tonight, and then temperatures are going to remain pretty cool here in the afternoons. We won't see too many changes in outside, and it's feeling chilly. We have more rain in the forecast, though, and this next system over the weekend is looking a little more impressive. So we'll be talking about that coming up in just a little bit. Giovanna, I'll send it back to you.
All right, Brianna, we'll see you then. Thank you.
HD picking up on some of that, and it's pretty much exactly how it looked on the models yesterday. A lot of mostly just the southern and eastern communities saw some of this, although some of the coastal spots near Long Beach saw a couple areas of some scattered showers this morning. Now we're really seeing it wind down, and the rest of the day today is going to be pretty calm. You just see some of that left over there down into the Temecula area and then a little further south from that. But mostly everything's pretty light and it's all said and done with. And then we are going to be seeing some cold temperatures continuing on here through the week, and especially overnight tonight. We have this freeze watch that is in place for Oakview area and Ojai, and we may even see some more spots issued for areas out into Ventura County in terms of frost advisories. So we will keep you updated on that, but just know those temperatures, once this cloud coverage moves out, we're going to see them drop pretty low again tonight and be below freezing and potentially be able to damage some crops again as we head into the overnight hours. The afternoons are cold too, though, so we're not seeing temperatures too warm at all this week. We've been well below average, and that's going to continue on here at least through the next 7 days. So we're in for a cold week here. It's about 51 degrees in Temecula, 47 out into Beaumont, and about 59 degrees in Van Nuys and 60 in Los Angeles. As we have this big troughing pattern that's been happening on the west coast here, and that's pretty much going to be the case for a little while. We don't have much of a warm up in the forecast. And in fact, we have another system that's going to be behind this one that brought just the slightest bit of rainfall to a few areas. This next one's going to be a bit more impressive, and it's going to be coming in this weekend. Timing is still iffy. However, it looks like it is going to be affecting your weekend plans at some point between about Saturday and Sunday. As we head into 12:30 in the morning on Saturday, we start to see some of that rainfall getting a little closer. You may have a couple little light spotty showers in the outer bands before the main front moves through, and then we start to see some of that rainfall moving through on the weekend. I wouldn't pay attention to the timing just yet. It's a little too early, and it's been changing quite a bit, but it looks like we'll be seeing some rain there as we head into your Saturday and your Sunday at some point. Some models also showing that we may even see it go into very early Monday morning. Others showing it could start as early as late Friday night, seeing some of those showers ahead of the bulk of this. So at some point this weekend, we will be seeing some rainfall, and the totals on this are, so far, they're going to be pretty decent. So we could see up to about a half of an inch to an inch for some of the coast and valleys, and then maybe a couple inches toward the foothills. And then snow levels are going to drop overnight Sunday into Monday. Those temperatures are going to get pretty cold again, and then we could see areas like the Grapevine be affected Sunday night into Monday morning. So if you take that commuter, if you know anyone who does, just give them the heads up, because we could see some impacts there. All right, Los Angeles here now until we get into about your Saturday. Valleys and IE also seeing temperatures topping out in the upper 50s. It's going to get a little warmer on your Tuesday, but really not by loss of sleep over it for sure. Good morning. Okay, it's partly cloudy skies. We do have some sunshine though out there, and we don't really have any showers left over. We just have a couple very spotty light spots down to the south of us. Live Mega Doppler 7000 HD just showing some areas over Temecula finally starting to dry out a bit, and then to the south of that in San Diego County we see a couple areas too. Mostly we're going to be calm here through the rest of the day today. You may have a couple little showers popping up over the mountain communities, but aside from that, we're not going to see too much happening until the next system that's going to be happening as we head into the weekend. That's going to be our best shot for some more rainfall, so we'll get to that in just a moment. Before that, as we head into tonight, we're going to have less cloud coverage, and those temperatures are going to drop and get even colder too. So we do have a freeze watch that's in place for in some areas of interior Ventura County. Oakview and Ojai, temperatures below freezing. That is possible again overnight tonight. So we are back to that territory there where we do have a freeze watch that's issued. And some other areas of Ventura County, we may also see some frost advisories get put out there as well. All these cold temperatures were well below average. It's because this troughing pattern over the west coast, that's where we're really just not going to see go anywhere anytime soon. We're going to be dealing with cool temperatures over the next 7 days, and also some more chances of rain. So that's great news. However, it could impact your weekend plans. So as we get into it a little closer, we'll have a better idea on some of that timing. sometime between Friday night and Sunday to even maybe Monday morning, we are going to see some rainfall here. However, the best shot's looking to be sometime between Saturday and Sunday. Now, ahead of the front, it looks like overnight, Friday into Saturday, as of now, these models are still changing quite a bit, so this could change. We see just a couple light showers ahead of in the outer bands ahead of all this rainfall that is going to be moving into some areas of Northern California, Central California, and then we're going to be getting the tail end of it here in Southern California. This is going to be taking us through Sunday, and then as we head into Sunday night into Monday morning, it's going to get even colder, and then our snow levels are going to drop. The rain is going to be subsiding for the most part, but we're still going to be seeing some snow in our local mountains. And then along the pass levels, that is possible. So if you do take the Grapevine overnight Sunday into Monday, just know that your commute could be impacted, potentially affected into Monday morning. High desert, it's cool out there too. We're going to be seeing a high of just 49 degrees by next Monday, so you can keep the jackets on hand. Giovanna.
For sure. Thank you, Brianna.
Out at Birch Street, both northbound and southbound are moving right along. Guys, I'll send it back to you.
Yeah, really quiet out there. Thank you, Bree. Well, a heads up.
Good morning. We did just have an accident that just popped up, so in a little bit we'll show you the map on that. It's causing a little bit of a backup. It's 6 cars involved out into Pomona. They've all been moved over to the shoulder though, but we are seeing some delays and might have some crews that are on scene there, maybe blocking a lane. So we'll get to that in just a little bit. It shouldn't be too much of a problem though, since it is off the shoulder. I'll take a quick look at some of your. This is a look at the 55 northbound at Warner Avenue, and you can see both northbound and southbound are moving there. All right, guys, I'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, Brianna, thank you.
We're not dealing with too much rain out there, so that's not really affecting the commute. We've had a couple problem spots, nothing too bad out there, but we do have a bit of a backup, and this is due to that pileup that we were talking about out into the Corona area. It's on the 91 westbound, and all the cars have been moved over to the shoulder, but we do have some crews that are on scene there, and so we do have a little bit of a backup. So unclear if it is blocking a lane or not, or whether the fire department is, or any other crews that have been responding are blocking any, or it could just be driving the 110 connectors. You can see how the cars are moving along, and everything is looking good here. All right, we'll have another check coming up in just a little bit, guys. I'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, Brianna, thank you.
I think there's too much wet roadway conditions out there, so that's good news.
Yeah, luckily and hopefully it'll be a fairly easy commute, although it's already not in some spots. And this problem out into Downey has gotten a lot worse, and it's actually not even something that happened on the freeway. We had a car that went off the freeway, hit a tree, and unfortunately the driver got stuck in the car. So we do have emergency crews on scene there. We have the fire department on scene, and it's most likely the crews on scene there that are blocking some lanes on the 5 northbound. So this is as you head through Downey, you're going to hit a lot of delays. Typically it's not this bad yet at this time at Lakewood Boulevard, and we're seeing it pretty much backed up to about Imperial Highway. So right after you pass Imperial Highway, you're going to be just inching along until you pass Lakewood Boulevard. So kind of a tough commute here on that section of the 5 northbound this morning. We'll have another check in just a little bit, guys. I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Bree, thank you for the update.
We prepare ourselves for this here in Southern California. I guess the good news is traffic not too bad this morning, so it's not really affecting your commute much since we're not seeing many areas getting much rain this morning. But we do have a couple problem spots. I'm going to take you out to an ABC 7 traffic alert. Yeah, but you know what? It is a great morning because we have our Scott Rife back. That's what we're saying. You know, it's not too bad out there, but we've had quite a few problems, and they are causing a bit of a backup in some spots. I'm going to take you over here. This is going to be a problem if you head out of the Santa Clarita Valley area or even out of the Canyon Country, the high desert on the 5 southbound. This is traveling through Sylmar. We had quite a few cars involved in a crash here, and it's blocking multiple lanes. This is at Roxford Street, and it is very slow, and it's even affecting that commute on the 14 northbound as you're trying to get onto the 5 south. You do have some options. You have Foothill, you have San Fernando Road to try and get around some of that. So it might be one of those mornings you might want to consider, but if you're heading out of the Santa Clarita Valley or out of Canyon Country, just make sure you do leave a little early for this one because it is pretty backed up. All right, guys, I'll send it back to you.
Okay, Brianna, thanks.
Had a lane blocked right at the 210 East connector as well. So this whole area is jam-packed. It's also affecting the commute on the 14. We do have our Scott Rife. He's up in Air 7 HD, and he's above this area. But the backup is still bad. So I'm going to turn things over to Scott Rife and see, do we have Scott Rife? For your commute this morning, we've had a couple problem spots, but a lot of it has really been clearing fairly quickly this morning. Now, we did just have this accident pop up, and it's actually not this bad at this time of morning, but just know it is going to stall you and delay you just a bit. Guys, I'll send it back to you for now.
Okay, Bree, thank you.